Please welcome Mr. Shrikant Athivali.
Thank you very much. I thank you, this organization, for giving me another chance today. It's my pleasure. This is a new concept which I thought of, and I would like to present that to you people. You can see if it is interesting. This is a new method of preparing patches for the repairs of conveyor belts or similar products where the downtime for taking care of the maintenance is quite high. You have to take out the conveyor and replace it with another one. So with this method, perhaps we should be in a position to repair the conveyor belt at its place. So I'm just going to discuss about that now. This is a new method. By this method, we have prepared some uh, graphic films with adhesive. In this method, what I have discussed is very thin film is casted on a separate machine. The casting is done on silicon coated paper, and we can produce a film of rubber compound which could be as thin as even less than 1 millimeter. The advantage of this thin film is it takes the contour, it takes the shape of the product on which it is applied. So this particular product is developed in two stages. In the first stage, it is, in the first stage, the rubber compound is made into a solution either dissolving in a solvent, or we can start the compounding based on latex, and then we can coat it and we can produce a film which is very, very thin. And then that is further, it is dried, it is semi-cured, semi-vulcanized, and it is wound with the silicone liner. And then the the second process is we take another liner, perhaps with polyester film, silicone coated, and that one is coated with a very high adhesion or very high peel strength adhesive, which is based on latex. It could be nitrile rubber latex, it could be natural rubber latex, or it could be polychloroprene. And in short, we produce a thin adhesive film. This is again of a thickness of say around 50 to 60 microns. So we'll see now exactly how is the process. Yeah, I call them as self-adhesive patches, which means that it has got its own adhesion, and it can stick to any cured rubber surface quite easily. That rubber surface to which is to be repaired needs to be slightly ground. It needs to be properly cleaned, and then the patch can be applied. Why to use these patches? Because it is economical and it is very quick. The breakdown maintenance time and money can be totally saved, and the repairs could be done online. The speciality of this product is it has got very high tack, very good strong adhesive. It has got a very good balance of peel adhesion, shear and tack, and the adhesive coated surface remains covered or protected till the end application. How it is manufactured? Let us see how it is manufactured. It is manufactured in two stages. Stage one is where we cast a very thin film based on any one of these rubbers like natural rubber or SBR, neoprene, that is polychloroprene, or maybe nitrile also. In second stage, the adhesive coating and lamination is done on the in-house casted film. Let us go to the stage one where the manufacturing of thin cast film can be done. Yeah, this is the manufacture of latex compound. Latex is mixed with other raw materials. They are stirred at low RPM. The RPM has to be low because otherwise, if we mix it at very high RPM, it could lead to a lot of foam generation, which one should avoid. And then after the latex is mixed, this latex mixed one is ready for casting. This is a typical machine which is used in adhesive tape industry. This particular coating method is called as coma coating. In simple words, it is a roll over roll coating system where the gap between the two rolls can be adjusted so that we can get the thickness of a required thickness could be get. The gap is set taking into account the thickness of the film and the wet thickness of the compound. The moment the moment the moment the siliconized paper comes out of the red box, that is a drying box, the film is already cured and it is wound on one of the shafts. And then in stage 2, latex based pressure sensitive adhesive is coated by a different method. It is called as Conveyor coating method. Here you will see there is a pan. In that pan, the adhesive is placed. There is one grey kind of roll, grey color roll. It's called as a Conveyor roll. It picks up the adhesive from the tray. The film passes between the grey and green roll. The film gets coated and then it gets dried in the red box. It is a drying tunnel and then the film is wound. So we have got two rolls, one roll with silicone paper and cast film and the other roll is polyester film with latex based adhesive. So on the third machine or maybe on the second machine, the previously casted film is mounted on unwind number 2, which is shown in red color, and that is laminated with the adhesive coated film, and you get a ready product. Here it is, this product is a 4 layer. I'll show you this in the next slide. You can see here there are 4 layers. The violet color one, it represents for the silicone coated polyester film. The black one is the cast film or the rubber film. The yellow one is representing the pressure sensitive adhesive and the red one is representing the silicone paper which was used earlier. The variables in this manufacture or the raw materials required or the substrates required is the cast film which is made in-house with a liner, the latex based pressure sensitive adhesive, silicone coated polyester film as a liner to protect the adhesive till the end use application. See, if you unwind, you will find that before applying the patch onto the tire, first of all, we have to remove the paper liner. Then we will have a cast film. Below that will be the adhesive, which is shown in yellow color. And below that, below that there will be a silicone release liner. Just before application, the silicone liner has to be pulled off so that the adhesive surface gets open, and then this patch could be applied on the area which is to be repaired. How to use this patch? This is, suppose this is a conveyor belt which has to be repaired. So what we have done is the silicone liner has been removed and then we have got adhesive layer, the cast film layer and the release liner. So this particular piece is applied onto the area which needs to be repaired. After doing this, there will be a pressure low and it will apply pressure onto the patch so that there is a very good bond established between the conveyor belt and the patch. For better illustration, I have shown the patch with quite high thickness, but actually the thickness of the patch will be roughly around 1.5 millimeters, not more than that. But that would have been too thin to show. That is why, just for illustration purpose, I have made the lines a bit thicker. This is how the next stage, once the pressure is applied, the release liner, the paper which was there along with the cast film is removed. So the pressure roll is taken off, and this is how the patch gets laminated with the bed. As I mentioned, this is partially vulcanized rubber. So after this patch is placed on the conveyor belt, maybe we have to blow some hot air or steam for maybe 5 to 7 minutes, so that the rubber or the cast film gets properly cured. It's a new concept. So if you would like to ask something, I'm open for that. Thank you very much for your